Hello everyone, welcome to our education channel. This is Irumba Sharif. We are going to look at the new report card system for the new curriculum, and let's start immediately without wasting time. This is the system. It was created using VBA and Excel, Microsoft Excel. You open, double click, the system is going to open. It will bring the user login. For the trial version, the username is trial and the password is 1234. So you click login and the system will open. You click OK. Then it will open the main menu, and on the main menu we have the administration page, which has class, stream, then the term, the dates for the term ending and the next term starting for all the three terms, term 1, term 2 and term 3. Then these are the teachers' comments. I will show you when that time comes. Then here is where we insert our logo. I want to first show you through all pages. Then we have the students list. Here is where we enter all the students' details: first name, second name, the number, student's number, the gender. Then these are the activities of integration. This is a score out of 10. It will be automatically generated. Then you enter the project. Then you enter, it will automatically generate 20%. Then you enter the 80%. To give the 100%, the grade will be given and the descriptor will also be given. Then the teacher's comment, you enter the teacher's comment. This average will already be there. Then the account section, you enter the student's balance and the next term fees. Then the student's payment code in case the students have. And this is the subject area. You click here, you enter the subjects. Once I enter these subjects here, they will be going to the report card. We shall not enter for now. I want to first show you what the report card has. So you go to the report card, and for the report card, when you open, it is going to show you the subject area. So you are going to see the subject area is here. Then the activities of integration, the marks that you added will be displayed here. These marks, you add them from the students list and they will be displayed here. Then this is the report card for term 1. Then the name of the student will also be displayed, the gender, the year, the class that you entered from the administration page will also be displayed. Then this will be the payment code. Once you have entered, it will also be displayed. The dates that you add from the administration will also be displayed beside. The next term balance from the students list will come here, and the teachers' comments from the administration will come here. Then the class teachers' comment from the students list will also be displayed. It will add to give you the average, and then it will count the number of students and it will be displayed there. Then it will give the overall descriptor according to the average performance for what the learner has got. Then from the students list, we have another page that is connected to the students list, which is not listed in the main menu. So that is the student's photo, where you add the student's photo. When you add the photo here, it will automatically go to the report card for each student. Then the grade summary for term 1. Once you have entered the AMPLA marks the other side, those marks will be displayed from the grade summary, and you'll have the summaries for this, which you can print out and be able to analyze the results for the learners. Let's start dealing with it, and we put some numerics to see whether our system is going to work out as expected. When you look at this report card, as you can see, we have 3 activities of integration, but that is not enough. Some schools are saying now we have 5 activities of integration. As we analyzed, we found that there are some schools which may not do up to 5, which may not do up to 4, which may not do up to 3. Then we put it for the user to decide how many activities of integration to include in the report card. However, if you try to analyze all the subjects that we have, there is no subject that will exceed 5 activities of integration for a given term. So the maximum that we have included in this system is 5, and the minimum we have included is 2. So you can change these activities of integration, the number of activities of integration you want to be added in the system. You can always change from the students list. So we are going to start with that, and we see whether we are going to have something changing here. Let's first go back to the students list. If I click on the students list for term 1 and I click on the add subject, there are these buttons here. Here is where you decide the number of competences you want, the number of activities of integration you want. The maximum is 5 and the minimum is 2. When you click on the 5, it will check a 5, and the activities of integration that will be displayed on the report card on the students list is going to be a 5. So let's click a 5, then we can exit. When we go back to the main menu and we open our report card, we are going to find that in our report card it has changed from a 3 to a 5. If I go back to the students list and I change from this button here, I change to a 4, we are going to go back to our report card and we shall find that the number of activities of integration that are included in this page are going to change to a 4. If I change it to a 2, still the same thing is going to happen, and the number of activities of integration that I want to include, if I change to a 2, they are going to change back, and we shall have the number of activities of integration changing to a 2, as we can be able to see that, and our report card will adjust accordingly. So the general details about the school, we are going to add them from the administration. If I click on the administration, I can add the class, one, then I can add the stream, then I can add the dates. They're already there, we need not add, but you can always change the date. Then you can click to insert a photo. So this is my logo, that is Uganda Sharif Development School or Software School. So you add that. Once you add this photo, you are going to realize that it will automatically have to fit in that box. If it doesn't fit, please make sure you adjust and make sure that it fits in that box. So after that, I can first go back to the report card and I check whether what I've added has come to my report card. You'll see that our logo has already been added, and that's our logo. Then I can go back to this administration. I think all that we need to add from administration is done. However, you can always change these comments and put the comments of your interest for a specific student, for a specific range of marks that you want. So you can go back to the main menu now. The rest of the information that we are going to add should be from the students list, nothing else. So you go to the students list, click add subject details, you add the subject. I can first of all add mathematics, then I can add English, physics, geography, chemistry, biology, commerce, computer, history, Swahili. You can add as many as possible. For the interest of time, we are just going to add those. Then you add the teachers' details. Okay, I've already put the details. I've put the teachers and the subjects and the initials. So for this time, I think let's first of all accept for the activities of integrations to be 5. We check a 5, then we click on save data. When I save the data, it's going to save and I exit. After exiting, you are going to see that these subjects are going to appear here. So I can navigate from here. You'll see that now I can put in for mathematics. If I press, I go for English. If I click, I'll go for mathematics. If I click, I'll go for biology. So you can navigate always from here. So I can go for mathematics. I put the results for math. Then I can go for chemistry. I put those results for chemistry. So to start with, let's start with mathematics. Before we do that, we need to enter some students. I'm only going to enter 2 students in this case. I will enter the first student as Uganda. Then the second name is Sharif. I'll enter the second name is Abdul. It's mine. Then I can enter the student's number. After that, I can enter the gender. After that, I can even first go to the account section. I enter the fees balances. For the student, I can enter next term fees at 300,000. Then I can enter the balance as maybe 20,000. Then for this student, I can enter the fees for next term at 300,000. Then the balance, I can say 10,000. Then I go to the payment code. I can enter that code. Enter a random one. So from there, before you do any other thing, you can click here to put in alphabet order. You'll see that all these details from here, all these details are going to shift. If A is the first alphabet, then it will be ascending order. So I can alphabetize and it will change with all the details that I've put. then I can go and enter the marks. For these marks, for the activities of integration, the system will not allow you to enter more than less. You can see from here that enter marks from 0.9 to 3. If you put in a value which is less than 0.9, it will not accept. If you put in a value which is greater than 3, it will not accept. These are the activities of integration, and according to NCDC, they are supposed to be marked out of 3, and the students will not go at more than that or less than 0.9. So you enter the results. I'll enter 2, then I'll enter 2, maybe 0.9. I can enter a 1.9. I can enter a 2.5, then 2.1. Then I can go to this student. So if I enter the score out of 10, I can enter maybe 8. Then here I can enter maybe this 9. You're going to see that we are going to have some values there. Then let's enter the 80% for mathematics still. So we can enter here is 60. And you are going to see that our descriptor has changed. This is a very good for a B. Then I can enter this 70. This is excellent. That is for an A. Then I can go to another subject. Just for demonstration, I'm just going to enter only C1. Then let's enter the project. Then let's say here, this got 70. And this one here got all, that is 80. That will be a plus. So you are going to see that even this will change. So what I want us to view is our report card. How will our report card look like when we have some entries like this? You go back to the main menu, click. If I go back to the main menu in the report card, all these details that I entered from the students list will appear. This one we entered only the first activity of integration, and the others we need to enter. And that's why we are getting one for physics. For English. Then the others, we didn't enter anything, and that's why we are not getting anything there. So if you're trying to look at our pro report card, you're going to find that the overall grade has been given, the overall descriptor has been given, and the class teacher's comment, which we shall also enter. Then the head teacher's comment will also be given according to this. If you check from the administration page, you're going to see that 80 is in the range where good but not but more effort is needed. It will be displayed. Then the balance, the fees balance, and the next term fees is here. They need to add and give you the total. If I go to student number 2, you're going to see all these details are going to change. It's just a matter of entering a 2 here. Enter 2 from here. If I enter 1, you're going to see that it will go back. That is student number 1. And student number 1 is Abdul Ismail. Then if I put a 2, it will bring student number 2, that is Rumba Sharif, and the payment code. Everything changes. As long as I keep changing, everything will keep changing. Then if I go to add student's photo, I can add. Let me add for this Abdul. I think he's here. I add that photo. This is my name, so I'll add my photo here. This is my photo. Still, if it doesn't fit in this box, you can always adjust and make sure that it fits in that box, but it is made in such a way that it calculates and it will fit so long as the photo is passport size. Then I click, I put that photo there. Then I can go back to the main menu and go to the report card. You'll find that now I have my photos for the students also being displayed. That's student number 1. If I put a 2, I'll get student number 2. Then our counter here is also going to be counting the number of students you enter. It will also be counting, and it will give the number of students that you're having. Then you are going to find that the average score is also going to change, and the comments from the head teachers for the head teacher is also going to keep changing as you keep changing the system values. So this is mainly what is going to happen with our report card. Then from here, you can always click here. You can always click to print for one student, and it will print out to that student. For this case, I don't have a printer connected to my computer, but you'll see that it will be printing. If I want to print for all the students, I'll click here, then it will ask me whether I'm sure that I want, because this is an operation that will take all the number of students. If they are 100, it will print for all of them without stopping. Then you click yes to print for 1, then for 2. That is all. Then it will stop. So that is our printout that we are going to have. And if I go back to the main menu and I go to administration, I told you about the 80. I think 80 is between here. This is good. This is good. This is small d, but more efforts needed. Then this was supposed to be keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah. So you can always change any details that you want to put. I go back. Then I think we have cleared it for these students. It's supposed to be keep it up, yes. Then for student 1, I click, I put a 1. This is just to cross-check whether you have entered everything correctly. That will be there. Then for the class teacher's comment, what you add from the students list, when you add the class teacher's comment for student number 1, he is good. He is hardworking. If I go back for all these students and the class teacher's comment, I'm going to find that comment there. He is good. Student 2 is saying he's hardworking. You see, everything will keep changing as the software will also keep changing the details. You can print. Then if you go back here, the grade summary will also be added for all the subjects, and for the marks that the students have obtained will always be added from this page. If you decided to run ranks, you check yes from here, you can exit. You'll see even here the ranks are already displayed. If you look at these marks, this student has a higher average, then you're going to be ranked as number 1. If you go back to the main menu will have changed and will be displaying the position for the ranks. So you can click here and it will display the ranks. Then it will display the student number 1 as having the rank 1. Then also on the report card, if I click here on the report card, you are going to find that from the report card the ranks have been displayed. This is rank number 1. If I go to student 1, will be ranked as number 2 out of 2. If I click here and I put 2, you're going to find that student number 2 has been ranked as 1 out of 2 students. Then if I go, let me show you something else here. For the students list, you're going to find that the names of the teachers are going to be displayed on top of their subjects. For mathematics, remember, we entered that is taught by Mr. Ismail, English Talim Abdul. If I go to math, you'll find the subject teacher is there. If I go for English, you'll find that the subject teacher is there. If I go for physics, you'll find that the subject teacher is on top. For Swahili, the subject teacher will also be on top. So that is all for today. Then we shall look at the next video next time, just to add on what we are supposed to do or how we are supposed to get the system into our schools. The system is at a negotiable price, so it's just a matter of inboxing me or contacting me via email that is being displayed there, or you can even call my telephone number that is displayed on the screen. You can see that telephone number on the screen and you'll be able to call. Thank you very much for watching and have a nice time. Subscribe, don't forget to subscribe for God and my country.